and I'm with Instructional Technology. Today I'll be showing you how to use Google Sheets. I'll just cover a little bit of the basics as well as some more advanced features that will help you get through our remote learning time. So we will start with the basics. This is very similar to Excel. Um, this is your sheet. The gray lines aren't really actually there, so if you were to print, it would print blank. So let me go through some of the features here. Obviously, you've got your undo and redo, print, your paint format, your formatting, your fonts. If you want to color a cell, here's your paint bucket, which is your fill color, and you can choose a color of your choice. Just as I stated just a little while ago, these gray lines really aren't there. They're just there to help guide you and to know what cell you're working in. So if I wanted lines around my cells, and here is your borders. So you would choose what kind of border you wanted. Do you just want it on the outside? Do you want to change your border color? Do you want to change your border line type? Okay. Here's your merge cells. So if you want to put two cells together, you can use your merge here. So now that's one. Here you have your alignment to left, center, right. This one's your vertical alignment. You want your text at the top, in the middle, or at the bottom. Text wrapping will wrap your text within the box so it doesn't go across the lines. And then your rotation, so you can have it just type regular, or you can have your text tilt up, down, or vertical. Here you have your link. You can make comments, and then your filters. Filters we'll be talking about here in a little bit. Hide my picture. Okay, so now I'm going to, I'm just going to delete all of that. So now, in order to adjust your columns and your rows, you could do it a couple of ways. So if I wanted to adjust the entire sheet, I would click in this top corner cell, and you see how it highlights it all. Here I can adjust the column, and all the columns are adjusted the same size. The same thing with the rows. That's by selecting this corner cell. If you don't want that, you want to adjust your cells manually, then you'll just click here. You'll just click and drag. Do you see how my cursor changed to the arrows? And this way you can adjust the cells how you want. Okay, so moving on to how to use Google Sheets in a more advanced way. Keeping up with your students' work. So I know it's a difficult time trying to keep up with who's trending what, because now you're working off of online platforms and paper and copies. So how are you keeping up with who's trending what? So I'm just going to show you an example of what you could do. So you'll notice that I have a row at the top for my assignment names. You don't have to number it. You can actually put in the assignment name for yourself. And here on the far left column are my student roster. So this is really bothering me that they're not all the same size. So the first thing I'm going to do is highlight. I click in and hold all of my assignment columns, and I'm going to just adjust it So now they're all the same size. If I wanted it a little bit longer, then I could do that too. So I don't need that much space. I'm going to adjust the name as well too. Okay, so if I just wanted a checkoff list that they turned in assignment 1 through 4, then I'm going to click and highlight assignments 1 through 4. Make sure you catch all the student names. And I'm going to insert a checkbox. So now here you can come in and check off as students do their work. I don't know what happened there. If you find that students turn in their work, but they didn't do it correctly, or you need to visit with them, you can click in the cell and click on your fill color and use a highlighting so that now you know what students you need to maybe hold a Google Meet with. Okay, so that is your check boxes. If you are giving number grades for the rest of the assignments, you could do a conditional formatting. So by doing that, let's see here, we're going to format. We're going to go to conditional formatting. Okay. So we're going to apply to ranges. That means what cells do you want it to apply to? So I'm going to take the first one, which is F2, through, which is a colon, and I'm going to take the last cell, which is going to be L7. Okay. And so what I want it to do, I'm going to scroll down. If the letter grade is less than, we'll just put 70 here. I want it to be this color. I don't want it green. Green to me seems like we're good to go. So I'll probably change it to red. Okay, so now any number that I put in cells F2 through L7 should turn red if it's lower than a 70. So let's just try it here. So we have an 80, we're okay. We now have a 65. See how it turns red. 100, 55, 70, 69. So anytime it turns red, this kind of gives you a better view of where your students stand on a lesson. Okay, so Chris, it looks like he's not doing too well in 2 assignments. Let's just add some more in there. Sorry, Chris. So this automatically tells me I need to probably visit with Chris. It might be a one-on-one Google Meet, having a phone conversation, whatever you need to do. But I'm seeing here that Chris's name is being flagged. Everybody else gets their 100, and we're good to go. Oh, well, let's put Jessica in for all hundreds. Oops. If I change that, did you see how I changed it from a red to 65? Jessica doesn't need any help. Chris, however, does. Mandy's kind of iffy. So just using conditional formatting helps you just visually see what students need more assistance. So I'm going to go through that one more time, or you can just rewind this. All I did was, let me click done. I went to format, conditional formatting, and then you apply your range. Okay, so if these assignments J through L, you can find ranges. It's J2 through L7, J through L7. If it's less than, we're gonna make that a 85 because that's where I want my students to at least be. Then I will fill it with We'll do a different color orange. Click done. So now I've got two conditional formats going here. So let's see what happens. Or is that going to supersede? So your conditional formats can be arranged from if it's between 70 and 55 red, 71 and 85 orange. So you can give it different ranges if you wanted. I hope this helps you. Please give us a call if you're interested in doing this and want more assistance in doing it. You're more than welcome to give us a call. Have a great day.